Hello, my foreign friend that is planning to come here to Brazil. Maybe you've heard about the violence here, the crimes, and you are a little bit worried about it. I will give you my native point of view because I'm a native, lived here my whole life over the last 36 years, and I will give you a real perspective of this topic here for you not being over worried and not less worried than you should be. Okay? A real perspective. I live here in Fortaleza, that is the Ceará state capital in the northeast Brazil, and my city is known for one of the highest crime rates in not only in Brazil but in the world. Generally, the north and the northeast big metropolis generally are less safe than the southeast and the south region, with some exceptions, obviously. Okay, but generally it's like this. In the majority of cases, I'm not going into details where it's more safe or it's less safe, but in general it's like this. The north and the northeast are the poorest regions, and generally the most unsafe. Okay, but okay, the crimes are really high generally in big metropolis. Okay, big metropolis here, the crime rates, and not only the crime rates but all problems Brazil have, we tend to experience basically the same problems, the same process, because Brazil is here is not like federation. We doesn't have independent province with different laws, let me say, like we see in the United States. Here every state is the same laws, the same system. Okay, so if everything is equal for the whole country, we will see the same problems too, basically. Okay. What about my experience here in Fortaleza? Was I robbed any time in my life? Yes, I've been robbed actually 3 times in my life. Okay, and 2 of them was in my clinic. My clinic was at the street. That's one of the reasons that make me move from the street to a private condominium, like commercial condominium. Okay, the safety. And many of my friends have been already robbed once in their lives or many times. Okay, that's the reality. Okay, that's the reality. Do I feel unsafe of walking the street and things like this? I could say yes, but not so much, because it's something that we are accustomed with. We kind of not only me but Brazilians in general they deal with this problem the whole life. Okay, so they automatically do things to protect themselves. It was kind of automatically. You have to understand that crimes here are a little bit different from other rich countries. For example, you will not see like crazy drug people in the streets just stabbing with knife, like trying to do crazy stuff in the streets, like are drugged. Yes, we'll see, but it's a little bit different. That's not the problem here. The problem here is not about that. The problem in Brazil is about criminal organizations that are like parallel states that just go in all over the country, and they want money. Generally, they want to sell things to get money to buy stuff that you wanna. What is this? Okay, I'm not saying what it is in this channel, but you suspect what is. So what they steal generally, they steal cars and they steal cell phones. Cell phones here are really expensive. So this has a value, so it's easily accessible to the criminals. So they focus on that generally in cell phones. So one of the main recommendations I would give here is not just hanging out your phone in the street. Okay, that's not a good thing to do. Okay, will be a paranoid that doesn't will be scared every time looking to the sides? Yes and no. Okay, I can say that I don't feel unsafe here in my city. Yes, I feel, but depends on the situation. When I go to touristic places, generally, when you go to touristic places, you see a lot of police there. Okay, so it's quite safe. You can be relaxed. What are the situations that I take care? When I am walking like in the streets in a place I see no police next to me, things like this, I usually avoid showing my cell phone. Okay, I usually avoid because I know it's a focus of the criminals. And generally here in Brazil, the environments are kind of adapted to this. They have private security systems. If you go to a condominium, if you rent some condominium apartment, let me say like this, generally there is a lot of private security there. When you go to a restaurant, when you go to a shopping center, if you're a small restaurant, maybe you don't see this, but generally in shopping centers you see guards, you see a lot of security infrastructure. When you go to beach places a little bit more distant from the capital, you will not see a lot of violence. Okay, you will not feel unsafe. So I think despite all problems we have with safety, I'm sure you don't have to worry a lot about it, because generally you go to places where there is not high risks of something happen to you. That, as I say, the risky point. Okay, with police, we have police there. You go to shopping centers, there is police there, there is safety. You go to beaches like far from the capital, you will not see big problems. And the crimes here are much focused, concentrated in the peripheral regions, let me say like this. And a lot of the statistics about violence here in Brazil are between criminal organizations, between like war between them. Okay, we call this here in Brazil facção. Facção is there's criminal organizations. Okay, so they fight with themselves, and a lot of these statistics you see are because of that. Okay, if you are in the streets, don't hang out your phone like this, and don't show your phone in the street, and just enjoy your trip. If you are gonna stay here, obviously you will walk for more place. You have to be careful many times. You will walk in the streets a lot more. But if you are coming here to travel, like have fun and stay just for a while here, I don't see any reasons you'll be very worried about it. Because as I say, you will have a tourist experience. And for the reasons I talked in this video, don't be paranoid, okay? There is no... people here in Brazil are nice, very friendly, and generally in touristic places you'll be nice. Okay? If you have any questions, put in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you.